Our world is changing rapidly. Headlines are filled with stories of political upheaval and violence. Uncertain of our future, we grow increasingly fearful of people who, we are told, are dangerous. This echoes another moment in American history. Shock and fear from the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, flamed by sensational statements from politicians and the media, led to the incarceration of 120,000 innocent Japanese Americans. Densho was founded 20 years ago to capture and share the impacts of World War II incarceration so we would not make the same mistake again.
It all began in 1996 when I was part of a small group that met in an old church to talk about how we can do a project to collect the stories of Japanese Americans who were incarcerated during World War II. The internet was just starting, personal computers were powerful enough to play video, and digital video cameras were now affordable. So we were pretty excited that these digital tools could help us expand the reach of the stories we collected.
My parents never really talked about their experience in camp. And when I thought about, what my parents went through, what their parents went through, because they were all in camp, I said there must be a better way to do this, to preserve the stories of Japanese Americans who were interned during World War II. When you hear stories in the first person, it is just amazing.
When we start doing the interviews, people start sharing these really painful stories, oftentimes crying. And we started hearing stories that they had never shared before, not even with their families. This project was uncovering pain and dealing with issues in terms of what people need to be healed from. In my family, there's a story of my Uncle Bako. During the war, he was placed with other Japanese Americans in a concentration camp in Idaho, the Minidoka concentration camp. And when he was there, he volunteered to serve in the army. And during the war, he was killed by a German sniper bullet in Italy. There's this photograph of my grandparents at Minidoka accepting the American flag. My grandparents had to accept a flag in a concentration camp because their government didn't think they were loyal enough, that they weren't American. I didn't know this story. I had never seen this photograph until Densho was started. Today at Densho, we're sharing these stories with other communities so that we can all work together so that we can end racism and bigotry today and in the future.